Here at home, more protests against the Iranian regime. Demonstrators taking to the streets of Westwood yesterday in solidarity with people in Iran and the families of victims. LA hosts the largest Iranian diaspora outside of Iran, many of whom fled following the 1979 revolution.
Joining us now is Benjamin Radd, professor of political science and global studies at UCLA. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Good morning.
So it seems over the weekend the Trump administration signaling openness in negotiations amid a military buildup in the Gulf. How realistic do you think these talks are?
Well, the talks they're preconditioned on three demands that President Trump has made. One of them, or two of them, I should say, of those three, is a non-starter for the Iranian government. So he wants an end to all enrichment, all nuclear activity on Iranian soil, which there is room to negotiate something there. But on the other two elements, which is an end to Iran's support of proxy groups in the region like Hamas and Hezbollah, and also to dismantle its ballistic missile program, those two last ones are unlikely to happen. So it's difficult to see how negotiations will yield long-term results.
Okay, and Turkey, Egypt, and Qatar are reportedly working to organize a meeting between White House envoy Steve Witkoff and senior Iranian officials later this week. Can you explain the role they're playing here and why they're motivated to push for diplomacy?
So they don't want to see conflict. Their reasons are both aligned and different. A conflict in Iran that could possibly result in destabilization of the government and a new regime, a new government in Iran, one that is a bit more Western-leaning and democratic, is destabilizing for U.S. allies there. And it recenters a balance of power, and it deprioritizes countries like Turkey and Egypt in the American orbit. So these are all things they have to consider. And for them, they'd rather maintain the status quo, albeit at a less tense level, than to have a sort of a new resurgent Iran emerge as a axis or rival to their power.
So in the last few days, the EU has designated Iran's Revolutionary Guard as a terrorist organization. This has prompted Iran to label all EU militaries as terrorist groups. So could this complicate things as talks potentially move forward?
No, I mean, this was anticipated, and it was really long overdue, given in light of the brutal crackdown we saw a few weeks ago by the Iranian officials. It's hard to see how this wouldn't happen. And it's a lot of it's semantics. As it is, sanctions that are in place make it difficult for Iranian companies, many of whom are controlled by the IRGC, to conduct business abroad. This makes it even harder for them to do so, and also for these individual IRGC members to travel in Europe. So it doesn't really change what's on the table right now with regards to negotiations.
When President Trump is saying that he's open to a fair and equitable deal without nuclear weapons, but how does this approach compare to previous U.S. negotiations with Iran?
If we look back to last year, and he was attempting similar negotiations while at the same time planning a military strike on Iran's nuclear facilities, it's hard to see how this approach is any different than last year. Not to say he couldn't surprise everybody with the deal, but again, the deal would be limited in scope, it would be short-lived, and it doesn't address the broader issues that we see now destabilizing the government.
So if the talks fail, what could be the broader implications for regional stability?
Well, most likely conflict of some kind, a U.S. strike, whether limited or more concentrated and focused on elements of the regime, the elements that are responsible for the violence that we saw 2 weeks ago, whether there's direct attack to the supreme leader. There'll be some action taken, some kinetic action, as the government says, to respond to what Iran has been doing in its destabilizing presence. What happens beyond that is anybody's guess, and it really can't be forecast.
Interesting. Well, we will continue to watch. Benjamin, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you.